Hey, this is Randy at Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost of $10,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 65-year-old female. We're going to give you actual pricing. Now, first thing you want to understand is you can go to our website at funeralfunds.com, and we've got these quotas on just about every page. If you just click on the state and then drop down and click on the state that you live in, we're licensed in all 50 states, by the way, and then the coverage amount, and then put your birthday and other info, click Get Quotes Now, and it will take you to a page that will show you all the best insurance companies with all the lowest prices, and you can be a smart consumer and a smart shopper. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, if you want one of our agents to run the rates for you as well. We can do that too. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself, if you're a 66-year-old female looking for $10,000 worth of insurance, is $10,000 insurance going to be enough? Now, if you're looking at getting cremated, the actual cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have some sort of ceremony, like a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, on top of the cremation, that's probably going to be about $3,500 to $4,500. So if you've got $10,000 worth of insurance right now, you're in good shape. But if you don't have any insurance, is $10,000 the right amount? Well, number one, we don't recommend over-insuring on this insurance. So, number one, don't be looking at getting 20, 25, 30, 40, 50,000, because as a 66-year-old female, it's probably the wrong time to be buying that much insurance. And really, this insurance is best used just for final expenses. And so if you're looking at that basic cremation, cardboard box, or an urn coming home, that's right around $1,000 to $2,000. So we would typically recommend probably somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000, probably more like $5,000 to $7,000. And that not only covers the cost of what it is today, but it covers inflation costs going forward in the future. And then if you're looking at that service with the cremation, then we're probably looking at somewhere between $7,000 to $10,000. Maybe, shouldn't need more than that. And again, that will pay for things, and it will help cover the cost of inflation as time goes on. So you'd be well taken care of, certainly, if you had $10,000. But again, we don't recommend you overspend. We want to make sure you get a policy that you can afford to keep forever. A lot of the people we work with are on fixed or limited incomes, and we are just really protective of their budgets as well. Now, if you're going to get buried, the actual cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And you should be able to walk into just about any funeral home in the United States with the $10,000 check, and they should be able to take care of things. It won't be anything fancy. Trust me, it's going to be very simple. But it's hard to believe that they would just let a $10,000 check walk down the street to their competition. But the thing is you're 66 years old, and if you want to make it to 76 or 86, then that $10,000 is not going to be enough anymore. So if you're looking at a burial, typically look at something between like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. If you need to start off at $10,000, don't feel bad about that. We can always add more coverage later, but we help people with first day coverage or benefits here at Funeral Funds of America. So even if you get that $10,000 and your policy starts today and you die tomorrow, the insurance companies is going to pay out on that. So that's the kind of advantage of getting first day coverage. Even if you have to get a little smaller amount than what you'd really like, it'll pay out right away. And keep in mind, again, you can always add more coverage later. Now, we do hear from people, about the first day coverage versus 2-year waiting periods. So we always recommend getting first day coverage or benefits. And a lot of people would say, well, I want first day coverage, but I know those companies that offer that ask health questions. And to that, we would say, yes, they do. But that's our problem, not your problem. So we work with enough different insurance companies that we can shop around for you. Each company has different underwriting requirements, and we've got a 90 to 95% approval rate for first day or coverage benefits. Now, the only reason you wouldn't qualify for first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues, like maybe a terminal illness where you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or a nursing home. If any of those were the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. The other thing that we'll see once in a while is, it seems like every week anyway, we get a phone call from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member die this last week. They didn't have any insurance. We don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral home is not going to do anything until they get the check. So we need to get the policy to get the check to send to the funeral home. And we have to tell these people that there is no insurance company in the United States that will offer life insurance policies to dead people. So that person that died knew they were going to die someday, didn't take care of this insurance, and now their family is just struggling both financially and emotionally. And what a terrible thing to do to them. This insurance is affordable. You know you're going to die. Don't force other people to pay for what is your responsibility. So for people out there looking for this insurance who are on the ledge about it, just don't be that person. That's not a legacy you want to leave behind. And every time your name comes up, the people go, oh yeah, he's the one that made everybody else pay for everything. So don't be that person. Now, the 2-year first day coverage is super duper important. Again, that starts from the very first day. Those 2-year waiting period policies, however, those are kind of pesky things. We don't recommend those. And there's a lot of companies out there that offer them. Colonial Penn's probably one of the more well-known, simply because they advertise their $9.95 plan on TV. Seems like every 7 minutes there's a TV commercial. But, you know, a lot of 66-year-old females would watch a Colonial Penn commercial and go, oh my gosh, for $9.95, I can probably get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And then they talk with an agent at Colonial Penn or look at their website like we're doing right now. And female age 66 for $9.95, one unit is $1,200. And I tell you what, that's probably not even enough to cover a cremation in most parts of the United States. And it doesn't really matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period and it's not going to pay out for 2 years. And we know that that $1,200 is going to be worth less in 2 years than it is right now. So you're already starting out with the policy that's, $9.95 is just, most people would say that coverage is not going to be enough for me. So we don't encourage that at all. Now, let's take a look here and see what we can find for $10,000. Now, the thing is, you can't buy $10,000 worth of insurance for a 66-year-old female because they've got these kind of wackadoodle 1-unit numbers, and it's going to be like $1,200. So I'm going to guess, you got to kind of guess. I'm going to guess it's going to be 7 to 8 units, maybe. I don't know. No, 7, 8 units. That's 84. $9,600 is as close as we're going to get. If we went 9 units, it'll put us, well, 10,800. Oh, we'll go with that one. So $10,800 for 9 units. That's going to be roughly $90, $89.55. But is that good pricing? Well, let's compare it against first day coverage here. So let's see. We're going to do $10,000. And female right here, age 66 right here. And we're going to go get quote. And let's go back and take a look. Remember, $10,000, roughly, $10,800, roughly 10 is $90. What can we get first day coverage for? Look at this, $43. And this is a great insurance company, Trinity Life Insurance Company. We work directly with them. We can help you with them. You can't buy insurance directly from them. You have to go through agents like ourselves, but that's level coverage. And that means first day coverage. So it's $43. So if you look, this is like $90. So Colonial Penn is literally like, I think it's more than 200% higher than this first day insurance company. And it's not going to pay out anything in the first 2 years with Colonial Penn. And they will allow you the privilege of overpaying on this insurance policy on a Colonial Penn $9.95 insurance plan. They will allow you to overpay on that for the rest of your life. Now, you've got to do the math on this. So that's 90, just 40, roughly $50. So you got to do the math on this. So $90 down to $43. That's about $37. Let's just round it up to 40 for easier math. So with the Colonial Penn, you would overpay roughly $40 a month. That would be $480 a year. A 66-year-old female, after having this policy with Colonial Penn for 10 years, would end up overpaying almost $4,800 after 10 years. So why would you ever get a policy with a 2-year waiting period when you're going to have to pay double and it will cost you so much in the future? I do not know. It's always a mystery to me why people do that. Let's look at some other insurance company, or maybe try to find one here. And you'll be able to see all these insurance companies. And let's go, like Lincoln Heritage here. They're a good company, I guess. I mean, they're more expensive, but level coverage, first day coverage. Now it's $62. Now, Lincoln Heritage has a thing where when you pass away, they will call 2 or 3 different insurance or funeral homes, and like kind of try to get the lowest rate type things, and then you maybe do a couple other things, but you pay for that service. It's more expensive. It's not free. So that's $62 versus $43. So roughly $20 a month. That's $240 a year. After 10 years, that's $2,400 more for them to make a few phone calls and maybe do a couple other things. Probably shouldn't take more than an hour, but you got to ask yourself, is that worth having that policy and paying an insurance company like $2,400 more? And this is only after 10 years to make a few phone calls and maybe do a couple other things. A lot of people would say that seems very expensive. So what we've done at Funeral Funds of America is we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide. You can just fill that out in advance, and that way your family and members and loved ones will know exactly what you want done. You can say who gets what goes where, what happens after you pass away, burial, cremated, all that stuff. And your family will be protected both financially with the insurance policy, but emotionally with your funeral and estate planning guide. All they've got to do is just execute your wishes, and they will be put at peace knowing that everything that you'd wanted done after they're gone is getting done. And what a wonderful way to show your family that you love them and care for them even when you're not here, and that you were thinking of them at a time when you were okay, but you were thinking ahead to a time where you knew that they wouldn't be okay. So just be a smart consumer. Don't overpay. Again, you can go to our website, fill out this quote, or call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. If you've got an existing policy and you want us to price shop it, we can do that. If you've got an existing policy, you need to add some coverage, we can do that. If you need a brand new policy, we can do that and get you pricing. If you just want information or help or anything else, we're happy to help there too. Just, we look forward to helping you out with this. You take care. You have a nice day. We can't wait to help you out in the future. And above all, you take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.